Welcome back to Let's Talk News. Now, I have with me Dirk Thomas. This is going to become like your segment or something. I'm not sure. We started yesterday.
Okay.
We started yesterday on a conversation, and we got so much response to it. It was really kind of amazing. We were talking about Zuckerberg was what actually was the lead story on it. Zuckerberg's hoodie, kind of something, a trademark of his, and how now that's even gotten some pushback because of the Martin Zimmerman case. And Dirk, you were very, very clear about how you interpreted the Zimmerman, so I'm going to get confused, Zimmerman-Martin case.
Right.
You had some very, very clear ideas about it, and I want to get on with that a little bit, because I thought the point was probably one of the strongest, most balanced perspectives I've seen on this huge catastrophe.
I have the advantage of being able to look at it from the law side and from the other side as well. You know, because I am a black man and I am a former police officer. So I look at it, I have a different perspective than most people do. This case has been very polarizing for a lot of people. And you'll see a lot of people taking one side or the other. Unfortunately, neither one of the sides really is quite clear what they're talking about. You know, they're talking more from the emotional standpoint as opposed to talking about what's legal or what is just. When the Black Panthers, for example, put out a bounty on Zimmerman, that really upset me.
And that's, I think, is just. I'm just going to interject something here, and I really want to hear what you have to say about it, because I have so many mixed feelings about even neighborhood watches. There's that line between, are they neighborhood watch, observe, report, or are they almost become like vigilantes? You know, at what point, like in New York, there was the red beret guys, all right, and kind of took things.
The angel.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's gonna.
Okay, but here's
and then there's that. So there's crossing the line there. The other part of it is that you used the word yesterday, and I'm gonna let you go with this. You used the word yesterday. You said that you don't believe that he's a racist, Zimmerman.
Right, but he's prejudiced.
But he
was prejudiced. He had a preconceived notion of what a bad guy looked like, and they happened to be black and wearing a hoodie.
Okay, but at the same time, police officers.
Because if that had been Zuckerberg, he wouldn't have messed with him.
Law enforcement uses a different word. It's called profiling.
Correct.
How is profiling any different than also a prejudice? It's based upon someone's name, their appearances, their origin of birth, and therefore they profiled somebody at an airport. Isn't that prejudice?
Here's what I would say the difference is. Okay. I don't know if I can speak, if this is the official version of it. I would say this. When you prejudge somebody, you have already come to a conclusion based on what you see. Okay. When you profile, you are seeing something that tells you this warrants a closer look. There's a big difference. So if you see somebody doing something and you make an assumption that they're a bad guy or whatever, and instead of taking a closer look and doing further investigation, you go on, you act on that, and then you find out you're wrong, you're prejudiced.
Okay.
Now,
by the way, I think it's a great definition. Maybe it's not the official one. Maybe you need to write the official one.
I just made that one up on the fly, but that's how I feel. Right. So I can only speak for myself. But I do think that George Zimmerman, his life has been pretty much ruined. Can he recover from it? Probably can recover from it, but I mean, it's going to take many, many years. He's going to be one of the most hated people in the country. I feel kind of sorry for the guy in a lot of ways, because I think he really thought he was doing the right thing. Now, I think he was also misguided, but be that as it may, you know, he was doing what he thought was right for his neighborhood, and this is what happened to him. So it's one of those things. But I'm hoping that it taught a lot of people a very valuable lesson. You can't judge a book by its cover. Or you can't judge a person by his hoodie. Thought I'd throw that out there.
The one of the points you made yesterday that was also extremely valid was Mr. Young Martin's mother and the way that she's handled all of this.
And I think that everybody should take their cue from her. Instead of putting out a bounty on him like the Black Panthers did, they should have just, the mom said, I don't think the guy meant to kill my son. Now, if she can say that, I think everybody else can find a little bit of sympathy or at least a little bit of understanding somewhere.
Right.
That's what I would think.
And that is the point. And the thing I've been impressed by is that at this exact moment, the prosecutor's office is by the way, from Florida, where the Casey Anthony case was,
right,
is not putting everything out to the media. They're frustrating the media. The media is creating a lot of supposition because the prosecutor will not lay out their case in front of the media, but rather they're holding on to a lot in until they're in court.
So they're doing the right thing. My only problem with the DA's office, the prosecutor in Florida, is that they charge them with the wrong crime.
Yeah, and that may very well be the case.
You cannot prove intent, so you can't prove murder. I think it's ridiculous that they did that unless they did it on purpose.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to be speaking a little bit longer with Dirk Thomas. Always fascinating, Dirk Thomas, because we got a couple more subjects a little closer to home right here at Let's Talk News Now.